guys, it's Chameli and this is Michael, my husband, and we're here
It's
for
crack-a-lackin'.
the husband tag video. So, let's get started with the first question.
I didn't study any of this, so it's pop quiz stuff I don't do too good at, so don't be too hard on me if I'm not on point, please.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So, where did we meet?
Where did we meet? We met at the mall in Macy's. I actually saw you walk by. I mean, obviously my first impression was that is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
Aww.
I mean, you wasn't too bad either. I was talking about your mom. No, but seriously, your mom is gorgeous, just like you. You know, and I figured it was your mom. I mean, you guys look identical, pretty much.
Yes, that's
And,
true.
saw you walk by, so I kind of had to position myself for an opportunity.
Stalker mode.
I don't know how much game.
Stalker mode.
I mean, not stalker mode, but I don't know how much game a lot of fellas think they have. But if you can, try to approach a woman that's with her mom, you got some steal ones. So I guess I had some steal ones that day because, I kind of cut back in between some clothing racks, just to wait for you to separate yourself from your mom and walk my direction.
Yes.
I think I was standing in some Sean John shirts or something.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, peeping out shirts and stuff, waiting for you to walk by. And
Pretending to look at clothing. Pretending.
I mean, I was looking at clothes, but I had one eye, I'm cross-eyed, so I could do that. One eye on the shirt and one eye on her. I'm not cross-eyed.
Crazy.
But,
No, he's not.
But I got skills like that. Right, thank you very much.
Okay, so that was how we first met.
Yep.
At Macy's.
Yeah.
Okay, and the second question is, where was our first date?
Our first date, well, that depends, because our first date wasn't actually, well, it was a date, it was kind of like a meet and greet.
Yeah.
It was like a speed date, because we met up at Ale House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Actually,
kind of spontaneous, the meeting.
well, yeah, considering that, well, then again, I guess they have to know the history. That
Yeah.
I called you about 3 times, and, well, let me go back a little bit. I actually waited 3 days to call you, because I'm figuring, this woman's probably pretty used to, I wanted to call you when I was standing right next to you when you gave me your number.
Aww.
You know what I'm saying? But I kind of played it a little cool, so I waited a couple of days. Not really purposely, but just kind of like, I wanted you to kind of have to think about where you met me. I want to, so anyway, I called you the first time, and what did you say? Oh, I'm a little busy. Can you call me back? Called her back. I think it was like a day later or something like that. Oh, I've been so busy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think I called you about 2 or 3 times. I think the last time that I called you, you was like, "Oh, we gotta make an appointment, or I need to,
We need to
set up a time
to
for."
talk.
I'm thinking to myself, "Hold on, man. What am I calling the president? You mean to tell me I gotta make an appointment to talk to you on the phone?" And after that, I was like, "No,
Yeah.
I'm not calling her no more. She's too busy for me."
Yes, so he
So-
said goodbye.
So I said goodbye, and
Hung up the
she
phone.
called me back like 15 minutes later.
Yeah, because I was like, you know what, let me just see what this guy's all about. Let's just, meet up and let's just get this kind of over with. I don't want to keep putting
What you
him
mean,
on.
get this over with?
I didn't mean it like that,
What
babe.
was I? What was I like? Get this
Oh,
over with.
stop.
Anyway, she called me back within 15 minutes
Yes,
and asked me
and
what I was doing tonight. So we met up at
We
the
met
Ale
at
House,
First Rank.
and that was a meet and greet.
Yes.
We just sat and talked for like an hour or something like that. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to call that a first date, but I guess it was.
Sort of,
technically.
yeah. Sort of
Yeah.
like a first date.
Yeah.
Okay, so third question. Where was our first kiss and how was it?
Our first kiss was at the club. Up in the club, bottle full of bud. Our first kiss, that was actually our really first good date.
Yeah.
We actually met up.
Real
Actually,
date.
I picked her up.
Yeah.
And we went out dancing that weekend actually, because we
Yeah.
think we met up to
It was like a Wednesday. Yeah.
We went out there Friday or Saturday,
I think it was Saturday.
something like that. Anyway, I was just trying to get her to the club. 'Cause if I got her to the club, I know I can get my little groove on.
Because he's a dancer.
I mean, I love to dance. That's my thing.
Great dancer.
Love to dance.
Amazing.
Love to dance. I mean, that was I mean, I had some moves I could dance till 5 o'clock in the morning, but that was BC though.
What's that?
Before children. I'm tired. So, you know, if you catch me for 30 minutes pop locking, you doing real good. Anyway, went to the club and when we walked in, she took my hand and I was feeling kind of confident. I'm like, oh, she's digging me. But then I thought, well, maybe it's because she don't want to get separated. There's a lot of people in there.
I didn't. But I was digging him because we had a nice conversation in the car on the way to the club, and I was already digging him from the car.
Yeah, trying to play it cool. So anyway, went to the bar, got some drinks, hit the dance floor, just getting my groove on, doing my thing.
And he got surrounded by a whole group of people.
Doing my thizzle. And yeah, there was some females starting to come up. And I think what happened was she was feeling a little bit, I don't know, obviously it wasn't intimidation because nobody in that club could hold a candle to her as far as I was concerned. But she grabbed my face and just snatched me and just inhaled my lips, sucked all the moisture and the air out of my mouth. I mean, man, and I think we did more kissing that night than dancing. My face was sore. I was using muscles I didn't even
everywhere
know
at every red light after the club when we left. I mean, we could not keep our hands off of each other.
Long story short, she was feeling her brother.
Okay, so that was our first kiss. Now, how did you know I was the one?
How did you know you was the one? I mean, besides, well, I knew you was the one when I saw you. I knew when I saw you, I was like, okay, she gonna have my kids.
Aww.
After marriage, of course. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's wifey right there. But you know, but then again, let me take that back because sometimes, you know, you meet a gorgeous woman, there's always got to be something wrong with her. I'm like, what's wrong with this girl? She's too fine. Either she got a cockeyed toe.
Oh my God.
Or she got halitosis or something.
No.
Or something wrong. I'm like, something wrong with this girl. Very emotionally disturbed. I don't know. I'm just looking for. No, but for real, I actually knew she was the one when she invited me to her house for dinner, and I actually was able to, you know, see her interact outside of her element. You know, well, our element was just, you know, we went out a couple of times, stuff like that. But actually seeing her in her family unit, you know, I'm real big on family. I have a very large family, very close family, and seeing her interact with her brothers and her mom and the whole family, that just kind of did it for me because. Her mom could cook. Damn. I mean, I had to sprinkle that in there. That's not part of it. But I'm thinking like, man, if she got a little half, if she got a sprinkle or a smidget of the skills her mom got in the kitchen, her brother gonna be nice. So I was like, man, not only is she fine, she's intelligent, I'm sure she can cook. And I'm like, man, this is it right here. Oh no, I stay fed. I mean, I put on what, about 20 pounds?
Yes, since we met. Could you imagine?
I'm not even big right now. So you can imagine the brother was a little flacco back in the day. You know, you a bachelor, you eating Taco Bell and Wendy's. And I was good with that. I was just fine with that. But, you know, now I got on some daddy weight.
Yeah. You're still fine, babe. Still fit and everything.
You know, I try to keep it, you know.
Got to.
But thank you.
Very kind. Okay, other question. If I'm watching TV, what am I watching?
What are you watching? Man, God, Golden Girls, All in the Family.
That's it.
It's just, this is a TV Land chick right here, man. TV Land, you know, I bought her all the DVD,
all the Golden Girls and all the
box sets, $50, $40, and what they end up scratched up on the floor or frisbees. These
I
kids.
have all seasons of the Golden Girls.
Yeah, but yeah, you used to. The kids took over that. So you know what? The digital age, we got to keep it digital. Thank you, Netflix and Crackle and everybody else online, because this girl got to watch it on the internet. Because man, them DVDs don't last in this house.
Yep. So, what do we argue about the most?
What do we argue about the most? That's a tough one. That a trick question?
No.
Argue about the most. Well, I honestly can't say that there's anything specific that we argue about. I think most of the time is what, just like misunderstandings, miscommunications.
Yeah, I think so. And we don't even argue that much. Barely.
Something little. You know, we could be watching a movie and she'll swear this is a person that was in a different movie, and I'll say no, it wasn't.
No, you're the one that'll swear it's in a different movie. Well, it's you. You're the one, and I tell you no.
And then it'll be something little. We'll be arguing like, and then all of a sudden she'll be like, "Why are you getting an attitude?" Like, I'm not getting an attitude. Like, why are you yelling at me? And I'd be like, I'm not yelling at you. See you yelling at me. And
She's
I'm like,
yelling right now.
like, what are you talking? And then I got the high pitched voice. What are you talking about? The high pitched voice that's you like, see, and then the ridiculousness of a miscommunication thing,
yes.
and then so it's but
yes.
that happens, man. So
and
communication is the key.
Yes.
You got to keep communication in your marriage. You got to talk about things. You got to work it out. Work it out.
All right. So what do you love the most about me?
I love the most about you. You're passionate, even when you're wrong.
Aww.
And so that you could be a politician because you cannot tell this woman that she is wrong, and she will break it down scientifically.
Yes.
And that's a good quality
Google
to have.
and everything.
That's a good quality to have. And she'll Google herself wrong too.
Never.
But she won't admit it.
Never. I've
But
Googled you.
that's a good quality.
Sir.
She's passionate. She takes care of her man, and she's most importantly, besides being a wonderful wife, a wonderful mother. I mean, she takes care of our kids. Like, she's a wonderful mother. And you got to have some kind of patience because, let me tell you,
Our 3 nut jobs.
they are not nut jobs. They are 5, 3, and 1.
Mm-hmm. And they're 5, 3, and 1.
And that's
what it is.
So that's nutty.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what it is. They're
And,
just crazy.
and she
little
got
kids.
the patience of a saint because when she go to the store, or when she leaves, I come home from work, and of course she got to go get her escape. So she dips. I'm walking out the door. I'm walking in the door from work. She's walking out.
Not literally, but yes.
And I try to maintain and keep it cool. And kids that have me climbing the ceilings, but when she come home, I try to keep it. Oh, I got everything under control. It's all good. But man, it's tough.
Yes.
So she got to have the patience of a saint, and she's wonderful at it.
Thank you.
So
Thank you so much, babe.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Thank you. Okay, so what do you dislike about me the most?
Dislike? What do I dislike about you the most?
It says hate, but I don't want to say hate. So we'll see. What do you dislike about me the most?
What do I dislike about you the most? Going back to that whole communication thing.
Yeah.
Why do I have to ask you 15 times what's wrong? When you know that I know
because I don't want to get into
that something is wrong with you.
That's why.
I know you probably as good as you know.
I prefer to keep it to myself and not get into
but
an
check
argument.
it out though.
And it always turns into an argument because it bugs
But
me.
you know why though? You know why? Because you won't communicate with me before it reaches that point. And I ask you 15 times, you get aggravated, and then we fight because you're mad at me for asking.
So that's what he dislikes about me.
So what it is, when I ask her a question, what's wrong, I can tell her on her face. I can tell her on her face something wrong, but she would sit up here and look me dead in my eyeball, and say that nothing's wrong, I'm fine. And of course that bothers me because I want to try to fix the problem. But that's me because I'm a fixer, and I try to fix everything. Sometimes I gotta let it go. But I want to know
things and people.
I want to know what's wrong because I like to take care of the situation. And if I did something to offend you, if I did something wrong, let me know so I can fix it. So I asked her, what's wrong? Nothing. Babe, come on, just talk to me. Nothing. I'm fine. After about the 10th time, she's like, look, I don't think you're going to want to know what I have to say. I'm like, well, talk to me. Let's work this thing out. And then she gets aggravated because I ask her too many times. But if you just tell me the first time I ask, because I always know, we wouldn't get to that point where you're aggravated. If you just spill the beans when I ask you, it would be cool.
Whatever.
But that's how it is, though.
Whatever.
I love her anyway. If she wasn't like that, then she wouldn't be her.
That's right.
See, it's all the nuances that that I love about her. Because as much as she gets on my nerves, I love her just as much. And if so.
Same with you.
It works out.
You get on my nerves a lot.
Because sometimes I can't stand you.
Same here.
Man, like right now.
Like right now, yeah.
So I'm gonna try to be like
You're
that,
annoying me right now, but I still love you.
That's my job though. Gotta keep it fresh, crispy like.
Talking mess, man.
Gotta keep it crispy like celery.
That's pretty crispy.
Yeah.
All right, the last question.
The last question.
What are your future plans for us?
This extra credit.
Mm-hmm.
Future plans. Well, my immediate future is, if you could make me a sandwich real quick. No,
sandwich. That's he means sandwich.
No, I'm just playing. My immediate future for us is for us to continue to grow. We've been married since 2007, and to me, the time it kind of speeds up and slows down. It's like a warp because one day I can feel like, man, we've been married for 20 years. Next day it's like I feel like we just got married. But see, that's because you try to keep it fresh.
Yeah.
So my immediate plans for our future is continue to love you, continue to be a father, a great father to my children.
Sweet.
Continue to take care of you to the best of my abilities.
Aww.
And just continue to be happy and live life. I mean, that's all you can do.
Huh?
If
Life
you don't
is all about the
have,
pursuit
if you
of
don't have
happiness.
nothing, if for some reason somebody came in and just stripped everything away, of material things, of all, I still got you. You still got me. We have our
the
wonderful
kids,
children. We have
got love and our family. Yeah.
and and love is the foundation. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have that. Well, actually, communication is the foundation. Love is a roof. You know what I'm saying? That's as far as I'm concerned. And what else? What's the walls? The walls would be understanding. You never understand, the walls fall down and they make the roof fall. And then, well, I can't say that makes the love go away.
Okay, shut up. You're
Sorry,
babbling.
I'm babbling.
He's
right
babbling.
now.
Okay, that's the end of the video.
That's the hopeless romantic in me.
Yes, he is a hopeless romantic.
So if you guys will excuse
his favorite
us,
movie is The Notebook, and when we met, he was dying for me
favorite
to watch
movie?
this
Nah,
movie.
come on, man.
He
That
was
ain't-
dying.
That
He
ain't
could
my
not
favorite.
wait for me to
That's
see
not my
it.
favorite movie. That's
What's your
up.
favorite romantic
That's in the
movie?
top tier of romanticals.
And Titanic.
Romantic. Well, see, that's
Major
the
romantic.
that's the hopeless romantic in me.
Yes.
But you know what though? Oh, one thing to go back on what I dislike sometimes. I like action flicks.
Seriously.
She's kind of prejudiced against action movies
I
because
think
she.
you're pushing it now.
No. Look though, she will look at it. I don't want to watch that. I won't even give it a chance. You know how many times?
Because I like horror and I like epics.
I begged you to watch a movie.
Yes.
And I have had to beg you. Then when you're done, oh yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. So you gotta have an open mind.
Half the time I don't want to admit that
I
I
like
like it though.
I like romantic comedies. I like epics like her. She likes these big productions of like the old school
300
army movie,
and-
military type, medieval type
Yes.
movies, which I like too. That's all good. So we like that. But I like action. I like Fast and Furious. She won't want to watch that with me.
But I have.
You know what I'm saying? I like them kind of movies. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, shut up now.
Okay. What was the
Thank
question?
you. I forgot.
Oh.
You lost me.
Oh. Yeah.
You
I
lost
think we're talking.
You
about,
lost the kid. You lost me.
Yeah. Anyway, well that's
Okay,
that's our
the
thing.
video.
Sorry.
So this is Michael once
Sorry
again,
that I'm
my
babbling.
wonderful husband.
Was crackling what had
So this is our husband tag. Maybe you'll see more of him. I don't know if he's not too annoying, but you might see more of him.
Excuse us for a minute. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. All right, y'all. It's nice meeting y'all. Take it easy.